Alright guys, what's going on? I'm actually taking over the camera for tonight because John and Chris are in here working their butt off. They had a big storm pop up, so they are holding it down in here. I told everybody I was taking over for tonight. What you gotta say?
More storm work.
I said it's all over the place, right?
All over the place. We got guys in, I'm trying to source some guys to Iowa right now, up like at Doug Cook's neck of the woods, Motion Raceworks. They get hit with some straight line windstorms. Got a bunch of guys working up in Connecticut, a bunch of guys working up in New Jersey, and I got my I'm trying to send instructional videos. I got my damn spreadsheets going right here.
You got everything going on.
I mean, it's never ending. So 8:41 at night, and I'm trying to find guys that are ready to hit the road within the hour.
On a Monday.
On a Monday, yeah. So that's like the beauty of this, is trying to find guys that are have the equipment to do the job, can follow instructions, and be flexible enough. So a lot of guys that I got work for me own their own business, and just, I mean, they get it. They like that money.
So if you're in the Midwest.
So if you're in the Midwest, I mean, literally all over, up and down the East Coast. I've just answered, if you emailed me about some stormwork stuff before, I just answered all of that stuff. Today I sat down and probably sent out like 30 emails.
It won't focus, but he's got a massive spreadsheet of like
I got
100 names.
They're never ending. They just keep looking, they just keep going on and
Jeez.
on. I got one guy right now, Jesse Mitchell. Shout out to Jesse Mitchell watching my videos. He's actually on the storm right now.
Oh wow.
So you guys that do reach out, I do get you working. But I'm just trying to, it's such a fast-paced operation. So I'm trying to answer as many emails, get you guys information. So if you got a diesel truck, you can follow directions and you're timely. I don't know if you have good time management, I guess.
Basically, as long as you can work efficiently,
yes.
like, and not.
If you can follow directions and you have a diesel truck and you have flexibility.
You don't have to have a lot of generator knowledge or anything like that. You know,
just follow directions.
Literally.
Yeah. So
A to B.
That's what we're doing. I'm trying to get some more guys active. Chris is like the head honcho. He's moving and grooving.
He's going a million miles an hour right now.
You know how frantic I sound right now? I don't say he's as frantic, but he's got way more stress on him than I do.
He's just experienced, so he just knows what's going on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to gain experience here. So that's what we got going on. And what are you talking about out there?
We are going to put Charlie Murphy back together.
Yes.
So we found out that there was, you know, the tube going into the intercooler.
Boost leak.
It wasn't, even though it was RTV'd on, it was literally like sitting off from each other. So
that's the one charge pipe that I didn't mess with. And that's what Ben called that from the get-go. He's like, take it all off, make sure everything's good before you put it back together. I'm like, no, it'll be fine.
Well, me and Ben were talking. We said that's why it comes up, but then as soon as it gets boost through it, it pushes it apart.
The more pressure it builds.
Yeah, because it wasn't sitting complete. So
well,
we're gonna be making some passes before long, Anna.
This week, Ooh. Thursday night, hopefully we go out there, and then if we get Jason Harris is getting his transfer switch dropped off. And for our generator, because that was our main issue, the generator producing power. So we're getting the transfer switch there, and the axle should be coming in for the trailer. So we're going to try to go to Streetcar Takeover Maryland.
Oh, shoot.
If we can get everything back running. The Black Chieftain's sitting ready to roll, so that's the plan.
That and Charlie Murphy?
We could potentially.
Ooh.
We could potentially, yeah. All right.
So what we got going on here?
We're loosening up the intercooler. So that you can move around. Actually, I'll probably remove it. Get that V-band back on the turbo.
Yeah, it'll be a lot easier to...
A whole lot easier to put the turbo back on and then put the V-band on the turbo with nothing on it, and then bring the intercooler in free air to that other V-band.
Especially when you have a coupler on that side, huh? Yeah. So we'll slap all that back on there.
Probably service the wastegates too while we're at it.
Just take a look at everything, give it a once-over, make sure everything looks good.
Apart and check to see what springs are in each one, and lubricate them and all that.
Might as well while it's here, right?
Might as well.
Because then who knows, I'd hate to get to the track on Thursday and then have some dumb issue that we could have prevented, you know?
Yeah, we'll also take a look at this thing and see if...
What you think?
I'd like to make sure that the cores aren't crushed in them. So you can actually see, put it up there, you can see down in there, you can see daylight on the other side.
So that's always a good thing, huh?
Yeah.
That means nothing's crushed.
Yeah, I mean, if you look right at it and it looks like a radiator where somebody ran their fingers across it,
Yeah.
that's clogged, so it's an issue.
Then that's basically just restricting all your airflow, huh?
Yeah. something tubular up here. So it looks like we got a old-fashioned dome pressure deal up here. And when we got all that out of the way, we can take these wastegates off.
Yep.
Also probably do a little cutting here, make it, you know, just where not all this plastic getting in the way, you know?
Yeah, give it a little bit more clearance, just, not that it needs it, but
yeah,
it won't hurt. So, first thing Ben pointed out, it still does have the fire ring, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I mean,
it fell out.
Somebody knew to put that in there.
What, didn't we have a car that did not have one in it at one point?
Yeah, like they just, I guess, didn't think to, that was the Mustang.
Yeah.
The other one, the other Fox body.
Yep.
Not the red one, but yeah, I guess, you know, when you're mocking these things up, you're sticking them on there just to, you know, see what kind of room you're working with. Oftentimes you'll end up putting them together and forgetting. That's why I like to do everything in stages. You do like a bunch of like mocking up, so, and then like, you know, before you actually plan to run this thing or crank it up, you'll go through and take everything off again one more time and put it on like you mean it. They're using like red silicone for sealant.
Because God knows how long you'd be chasing problems, you know, when it's something that simple that you just forgot to put that in there.
Yeah, that's it. So it's a lot easier to do everything like, you know, for real the last time.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it could be something major too. Like, you could drill and tap one of these oil feeds for your turbo and just not actually puncture all the way through.
Yeah.
First, you crank it up and you don't have any oil going to your turbo.
And then that's money down the drain, basically.
Yep.
Just for something simple.
Look at all that.
Look at that.
Look at all that blow by.
Oh man.
So let's see what we got going on in this diaphragm here. So definitely had a large diaphragm leak somewhere.
Look at that. Looks like it got crumpled up there. It's like all bent.
Yeah, definitely wasn't sealing. Wow.
Do you think that's usable still, or?
Yeah. We'll clean this up and.
God, what is all that sand from?
Wasn't great either.
Really?
Yeah, this one was all pinched.
Oh.
Yeah, they have to be down in that groove. I mean,
Does that just get like that from use or what?
No, that's assembly.
That is assembly?
Yeah.
Do you think that's like assembly from the factory, or do you think that's...
Probably. That's how a lot of them that I've had have been. I mean, hell, it could be they've been taken apart before. Who knows? There's probably really no way to know. It's just, I've seen it a lot before. That's why I always check. Before I even ever put a new set of gates, like cheap gates on it, I always check them.
Piston style over diaphragm.
I hear you. Me personally, I bought an overpriced diaphragm style.
Man.
It's alright. So, I don't know, 45 seconds in, Ben's got it all taken apart.
Everybody's getting a 2-for-1 right now. We're replacing everything, getting Charlie Murphy ready, and they're seeing a
it's all.
They're seeing a wastegate teardown build right here.
Hey.
Look at that. So Ben has 2 nicely laid out wastegate assemblies right there. We're gonna clean them all off, clean all the gunk off of them.
This will form like a little brake clean pool, and you'll see him just rinsing stuff off in it.
It's basically our parts cleaner right here.
Actually, I'll tell you what. For some of this stuff, we'll use that grease cutter outside. Spray it, let it sit for 10 minutes or so.
Where is that? Is that inside the shop? It's the Permatex, huh?
Yeah.
Look at that. Ooh.
There it is.
Spray 9 Grease Off. This video was brought to you by Grease Off and VS Racing.
I just created a new business.
What's that?
So I needed to create another Gmail account for this Storm because we were using Google Voice, and I just couldn't think of a name. And then I came up with Storm Hub.
Oh my god, get out of here. Are you gonna make shirts?
Yes, and hats, and they're gonna be like all high vis. So when they're on the yard,
They
and
are
like the big wigs from like the big cellular companies, are like, who are you working for? They'll be like Storm Hub.
You do it reverse. Orange shirt
With black, yeah.
with white writing. Look at that.
Chris actually thought
Wow.
that was a decent idea.
That's honestly hilarious. So luckily we had another VS Racing Turbo actually in the shop, and we just wanted to. Did I say turbo?
Yeah.
Wastegate. Sorry guys, don't flame me too hard.
How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
But we had one laying around and we just wanted to see, because one of them had a weird, where was it? Right there, it was kind of like it was pinched. Let me see if I can get it to focus. It was like pinched, but we didn't know if it was from use or just from, you know, like a factory defect or what, and we went and took a peek at that one, and that one actually looks good. So are you thinking about just using that whole wastegate, or
Yeah.
and just tossing this thing? It's not even worth it chancing that it might do the same thing over and over again.
Exactly.
Well, it's good to know that that one's going to be installed correctly and good to go. No problems with it. So what's the plan here?
So the plan is we going to put the springs we took out plus another one,
Why is that?
just to give it a little bit more spring pressure. Hopefully see if we can get to make 550 to 600 horsepower on wastegate.
Yeah.
It'll be a pretty fun range.
What do you think it was at before on wastegate with the other springs? Just a guesstimate.
450, 500.
Okay.
We're only trying to up it by just like 50 horsepower or so, 50 to 75 horsepower.
And is that a big spring difference? Kind of like per feet, I guess, like, you know, feel wise, or?
It just makes it where the car's a lot more fun with the CO2 off.
Oh yeah.
And it also will help it spool with the CO2 on.
So is it a lot different, like springs that you're going from where you were?
Yeah. It's just like, makes life a ton easier. Let's see that one. Put it in the groove.
So we got the set screws in, flip the diaphragm, make sure it's not pinched.
Yep.
Get the springs set in. So do they lock in, or
Sorta.
into the top side, right?
We're doing a little one and a
Big one, yeah. Now for the painful part, to watch Ben do this one-handedly.
I'll go ahead and do this now.
Save you the pain of taking them all off again.
Yeah. It was actually this one.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a little bit bigger, but I didn't.
It really is not like 100% crucial.
I was gonna say, does that matter at that point, or?
It doesn't really matter, but especially with a single turbo deal. But what you want is you just want them to be like close in poundage. Like you,
Exactly.
They could be different springs, but as long as the pressure is like
It's similar, yeah. Now in a twin turbo setup, that would be like very crucial. Would you not agree? I mean,
very, but like you don't want to work one turbo like really hard and not work the other one hardly at all.
yeah.
Just because like you're gonna have one bank of the motor burning like really hard, and the other one's gonna be just chewing along.
All this got to go on with it.
Do you want to give everybody a rundown of what you're doing right there, as far as
this gate up there, how it's going to be, and based on like you can unbolt this and like clock this fitting like infinitely around there. So like if something's in the way over here, then you need to like undo these screws and twist it. But I mean, I got a lot of room, so I was just figuring out which holes I'm going to use. Because if you're going to use this one, then these two plugs have to be in there. These two plugs have got to be in whatever hole this one is. This is for water. Sometimes people want to water cool them, but
you just plug those. Do you even leave do you plug those, or you just leave them open?
You plug them because all this does is go to here.
Yeah, so, exactly. So you basically have.
I don't know who would water cool them? Maybe like somebody that's like road racing this thing. But
so you hook that up to like your coolant system, or does it have like a separate system? Or
they usually hook it up to the coolant system.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I guess guys are like putting this thing like under constant long like VIR kind of racing. Road Atlanta.
It sounds like too much, honestly. Yeah. Like.
Thing straight first. It's like all off back here. Oh man, I need to put the car in park.
Hold on, I'll put it in park.
Need the other saw, that saw's all.
Yeah. So what we did was we went ahead and put both of the wastegates back on, connected the dome pressure, connected the CO2, teed the CO2 to the other one, and brought it back to the back. And then this one is going to go to the compressor cover. So, closes the system. It's pretty simple, honestly. Weight reduction. There we go. Looks good for my house on this side. Oh.
There we go. I think that's
there. Yep, that's perfect.
You see now, like this little guy would normally
just tease from the back side of both of those two right into the compressor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just look at that. We'll hook it up in a minute.
Once we get that.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. How annoyingly large and flimsy is that thing?
That's annoying.
It's just so large. It's like awkward. What size is that?
11 or 7/16.
Let me see if I can go find you one.
I got them all right here.
I was gonna find you something other than a socket, or other than a wrench. I know we have an 11 wrench there. Oh, you had them ready. Didn't even realize you had them ready. Look, we've been working too hard.
That's what we used to take it off. Now we back it off. See what I'm doing with us.
Pop the hose on.
Yeah, I'll cut a new one in a minute. I really don't like this.
What? Oh, that latch?
Yeah, I'd rather do like a little shorter.
So it's not sitting in front of the turbo?
Exactly.
Just for some odd reason, you know, something were to happen.
Vibrates off.
Something stupid, of course, and then just gone.
That thing will go.
Hey, don't come out here after all the work's done.
So,
What you think?
thinking we'll get this one started.
Get everything loosely fitted and then put it all together.
I'm thinking actually I might, since I need to tighten that one still, I'm thinking I might just leave some of this stuff off
Yeah.
for the time being. Just to get all this stuff fitted up.
So we got everything mounted up with a little bit of forceful maneuvering. And we just have to put the dome pressure sensor back on and put all the lines back up, and we'll see, I guess, if it makes it do any better. Look at John in there working. You don't even know. I'm about to fire up Charlie Murphy. Charlie said he wants all the boost.
Gotta get it.
That's what I like to hear. Boy. Holy crap. Boy. This thing's strong now.
13 pounds.
Quick. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. We probably gotta close the doors pretty soon. It's getting late and people don't wanna be hearing that, so. But this wasn't the most exciting video, but it's kind of what you have to do whenever you have a car. You always have to do maintenance on it, you know, so. We're ready to take it to the track Thursday though. We've got to make a band adjustment because it wanted to roll a little bit while it was on the, I think Ben said while it was on the trans brake at the track last time. It looked like it did well here, but we'll make that band adjustment, double check it, and then we will be good to go to the track on Thursday. We appreciate everybody watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
If you understand, you know.